Mario Kart 8 Deluxe's time trial mode has these things called staff ghosts, which are basically time trials recorded by people who work at Nintendo. Most people who play the game overlook them, but today I've found the 3 hardest staff ghosts, and I'm going to beat them all to prove to Nintendo that I'm better than them at their own game. So let's get on with it. First up was the 150cc Wario Stadium staff ghost. It was definitely the easiest of all the 3, but it was still pretty hard. The footage of me playing got corrupted, so you can only see the replay of it. So for the rest of them you will see me alongside the ghost, but just for this you'll only see me. I focus a lot more on coins on this, which is definitely the reason why I won, I think. Except I did lose a lot of coins there. Here, I practice this course a lot, so I know how to do this part properly. I mushroomed straight through, and at this point in the race, the ghost was way behind me. And by way, I mean about a second, but that's a lot for some of these staff ghosts. The ghost was making his way onto my screen, and I did not want that to happen. So I pulled out some pretty good plays here, done 2 tricks and 2 drifts here, which made some space between us. But the ghost was still on my screen at this point, so I used another mushroom, which was really unnecessary. I should have waited till the shortcut, because I just gave the ghost a chance to overtake me at the shortcut here. I made a very risky turn here and almost fell off, but it paid off. Lap 1 and 2 went well, but lap 3 was where the ghost had the most chance of overtaking me, because at this point, the ghost had a mushroom, and I did not. I collected my final coin to increase my speed, and at this point, I was just trying to keep as much distance between me and the ghost before he used the shortcut to overtake me. I missed his second boost panel here, but somehow fit through. Done a less risky turn here, and this was the moment where the ghost was most likely to pass me out. This shortcut here. And in the end, it was pretty close, but I won the first race. So on to the second. Dolphin Shoals is where it all starts to go downhill. I start off with a high trick here, and then I go for a low trick, but end off just slowing myself down. I still have some distance between me and the ghost though. I then collect 2 coins, go up for the shortcut, and that adds a slight bit more distance. I learned that it's actually faster to shake while you're going here, but it didn't help me too much. I only got 4 tricks. I done the tightest turn I could do, which looking back at it, I actually could have done a lot tighter. I collect my 5th coin here, and I do the shortcut through here, which saves a bit of time, but the ghost also does that. And I was ahead of the ghost by 0.4 seconds. I attempt another low trick, and it goes just as bad as the last one. I'm still ahead of the ghost, but not for long. I take the shortcut again, which is beginning to feel like it actually slows me down, and that's where I meet the ghost. I get as many tricks in as I can, but the ghost gets more. I try to take even tighter turns here, but I still definitely could have went a bit tighter. We both go for the shortcut and it goes pretty well, but at the end of lap 2, I was 1 second slower than lap 1. I'm behind the staff ghost by a lot here, but I use the mushroom to hopefully take a tighter turn, but it doesn't work out for me. But at least in the end I did get a new record, and it was time to try again. I had been ahead since the start of the race, but then I missed the eel, and this happened. On attempt 3, I decided to try the right part instead of the left one, just to see if it would make any difference, and it did, but just not in a good way. I done whatever this is on the eel, which put me ahead, but obviously, that can never last long. And sure enough, I look back, and I see the ghost about to take a way tighter line than me. So being about a second behind going into the last lap, I knew the only spot where I could actually save time. But to make it even worse, I hit the wall here and was forced to use my mushroom to stay close. I used a shortcut, which I'm starting to debate whether it's actually faster or not. Got 4 tricks on the eel, and I knew this turn coming up was the only spot I have a chance at saving time. So I took the tightest turn I possibly could, and somehow I overtook and had a really big lead. You can see down in the minimap just how big of a lead I had, and my lead was so big that the ghost taking the shortcut didn't even affect me. And now it's time for, in my opinion, the hardest staff ghost in the game. 200cc Ribbon Road. I've been trying to beat this ghost for months, but I just have not been able to. And that's because my best course in Mario Kart 8 Deluxe is 150cc Ribbon Road. So whenever I play 200cc on this course, my muscle memory takes over, and I end up taking way too wide turns. My first attempt started off pretty well, but I did hit the wall here. Drifted straight in here so I could take a tighter turn, and also took a really tight turn here, which is way tighter than I'm used to in 150cc. I had to adapt a lot here to take the 2 shortcuts. Normally you can just trick off of them both, but you'll actually have to do a drift off instead. And at this point I knew the only challenge would be getting that consistently 3 times in a row. I mushroomed through the shortcut, and even though lap 1 went so well, I was only 0.5 seconds ahead of the ghost. We were neck and neck going onto the wobbly path, but then I lost control, and instead of releasing my drift, I just drifted straight off the path. Attempt 2 I was straight away ahead of the ghost because I got a better starting boost and also done a hop over the off-road. But none of that mattered because I missed the second shortcut, which is just an instant reset. A while later, I had an attempt that was going perfect, but then I got a weird drift onto the first shortcut, which forced me to miss the second one, and then the ghost caught up. But I wasn't immediately out yet because there was still one final lap. I was alternating between being slightly ahead and slightly behind throughout the red and green part of the course. And right before I was about to finally finish off the course, I'd done a wide drift, and I had to reset. I was really frustrated at this point, but then I had a lap where I was 0.8 seconds ahead. The next one I was 2 seconds ahead, and it was all down to this moment. Will I get the shortcut? I had finally done it. I really did not expect to beat all of those staff ghosts, but anyways, thanks for watching. Comment any more ghosts you want me to beat, and I'll see you in the next video. Goodbye.